A mysterious CIA document has surfaced, detailing the existence of 4 basic types of extraterrestrial biological entities that have been confirmed through classified research. This revelation has sparked intense speculation and debate, as the document suggests that these entities have played a significant role in shaping scientific and technological advancements. The extraterrestrial biological entities are categorized in descending order of their influence on human studies, indicating that some species have had a more profound impact than others. The document implies that these entities have been under observation for an extended period, with intelligence agencies closely studying their behavior, capabilities, and potential interactions with humanity. While the specifics regarding their origins and intentions remain undisclosed, the classification system hints at varying degrees of influence, possibly linked to their level of technological advancement or their role in human history. The release of this information has led to discussions about the extent of governmental knowledge concerning extraterrestrial life. If accurate, it challenges long-standing beliefs about human exclusivity in the universe and raises profound questions about the nature of existence. Here is the translated text from the document. There are 4 basic types of EEBs so far confirmed, and they are listed here in descending order of their influence on our studies. Earth-like humanoids. There are several variations more or less like ourselves. The majority of these are old, friendly, and are the bulk of our EEB contacts. Most have a high degree of psychic ability, and all use science and engineering of an advanced nature. Small humanoids, or greys. The greys, so called for the hue of skin possessed by most of this type, are a sort of drone. They are not unlike the worker ants or bees. They are a type of genetic clone, incapable of reproduction. With little or no independent will, they are mostly under the psychic control of the Earth-like humanoids who raise them like pets. A detailed explanation of this cultural oddity and its role in the form of space travel these EEBs employ is addressed elsewhere in this briefing. Assuming the greys are under benign control, they are harmless. Non-humanoid EEBs. These are in several classes and come from worlds where dominant morphology took a different evolutionary course. Many of these are dangerous not for organized hostile intentions, but because such creatures do not hold human life as sacred. To them, we are animals, despite our intelligence. A few are friendly because their cultures forbid all acts against living creatures. Thus far, contact has been minimal, with only a handful of unfortunate encounters. Transmorphic entities. Of all the forms of EEB studied so far by Operation Majestic, these are the most difficult to understand or even to give a description of. Essentially, such entities are not beings or creatures. Transmorphic entities exist in some other dimension or plane, which is to say not in our space or time. They do not use devices to travel in space. Only once has a member of a contact team been privileged to be present when introduced by an Earth-like extraterrestrial biological entity to a transmorphic entity. In essence, these entities are composed of pure mind energy. They are not unlike ghostly spirits and seem to be only curious about our universe. They are said by other extraterrestrial biological entities to be capable of taking on any physical form that they channel their energy into as matter. The mysterious CIA document detailing 4 types of extraterrestrial biological entities has garnered significant attention from those who have examined its contents. Numerous individuals who have studied the document assert that it serves as compelling evidence of humanity's understanding of these entities and their advanced technology. Their testimonials suggest that the information presented is not speculative, but rather an indication of the extent to which these beings have been studied and observed. The document implies that the government has long been aware of these entities and has engaged in systematic research regarding their origins, capabilities, and potential implications for human civilization. The consensus among those who have reviewed the document is that it confirms a long-standing familiarity with extraterrestrial life and their technological advancements. For years, reports of unidentified flying objects and strange aerial phenomena have been dismissed or labeled as misinterpretations of natural occurrences. However, this document appears to provide validation that such occurrences are not only real, but have been subject to classified investigations. The fact that these entities have been categorized in descending order of influence suggests a level of organization and understanding that extends beyond mere speculation. This structured classification hints at extensive research and ongoing analysis of these beings, which has been kept hidden from the public eye. For those who explore uncharted territories and delve into theories of hidden knowledge, this document is seen as a revelation. It suggests that authorities have been aware of the existence of unidentified flying vessels for an extended period and have withheld this knowledge from the general public. The secrecy surrounding these discoveries raises important questions about the reasons behind the lack of disclosure. A prevailing belief in modern times is that the era of absolute secrecy surrounding unidentified phenomena has passed. As technology advances and access to information becomes more widespread, the public has grown more skeptical of official narratives that dismiss unexplained sightings. This has led to increasing demands for governmental transparency regarding their knowledge of unidentified objects. People are no longer willing to accept vague statements or outright denials. Instead, they are calling for concrete evidence and official acknowledgement of what has long been suspected: that extraterrestrial entities have not only visited Earth but have been observed and studied in depth. The reluctance of officials to acknowledge awareness of these enigmatic objects is often attributed to concerns about public reaction. Some argue that revealing the existence of advanced extraterrestrial beings could incite fear, disrupt societal order, or challenge deeply ingrained religious and philosophical beliefs. Others believe that governments may be withholding this information to maintain a technological advantage. If these entities have shared or inadvertently revealed elements of their technology, it is plausible that such knowledge would be safeguarded to ensure that no other nation gains an edge in scientific and military advancements. This secrecy, while frustrating for those seeking the truth, may stem from concerns about global security and the potential consequences of widespread disclosure. The release of declassified UFO files has sparked widespread discussion and speculation. Many believe that these disclosures are not random, but are part of a deliberate effort to prepare the public for an eventual revelation about extraterrestrial life. The slow trickle of information, combined with statements from former government officials and military personnel, suggests that there may be a long-term strategy at play. Rather than suddenly announcing the existence of intelligent life beyond Earth, some argue that authorities are gradually exposing the public to the idea to prevent mass panic and ensure a smoother transition into a new understanding of our place in the universe. The idea that governments have been withholding information about UFOs and extraterrestrial encounters for decades is not new. Since the 1940s, reports of unidentified flying objects have surfaced from military pilots, radar operators, and even astronauts. These reports were often dismissed as misidentifications, weather phenomena, or classified military technology. However, as time passed and more credible witnesses came forward, skepticism surrounding official explanations grew. The declassification of numerous government files, particularly from agencies like the CIA, Pentagon, and other intelligence organizations, has only fueled this belief. Many of these documents reveal that government agencies took UFO sightings seriously, even as they publicly downplayed their significance. One of the most compelling reasons people believe these files are being released in preparation for disclosure is the shift in how governments are addressing the phenomenon. In the past, discussions about UFOs were often met with ridicule, and those who reported sightings were frequently dismissed as unreliable. However, in recent years, high-ranking military officials, intelligence officers, and even members of Congress have begun speaking more openly about the subject. The process of preparing the public for a groundbreaking revelation is not without precedent. Governments have historically used controlled releases of information to introduce sensitive topics in a way that mitigates fear and resistance. When groundbreaking discoveries challenge existing worldviews, gradual exposure can help people adjust to new realities. For example, advances in space exploration, such as the discovery of exoplanets within habitable zones, have made the idea of life beyond Earth more scientifically plausible. While once considered fringe or science fiction, discussions of alien life have increasingly entered mainstream academic and governmental discourse. Some believe that the declassification of UFO files is a strategic effort to normalize the subject before making an even more significant revelation. One of the biggest concerns surrounding UFO disclosure is the potential societal impact. If an official announcement confirmed the existence of extraterrestrial intelligence, it could have profound effects on religion, politics, and global stability. The knowledge that we are not alone in the universe might cause existential distress or even fear among some populations. Governments may worry about economic disruptions, shifts in power dynamics, or even challenges to national security. By gradually releasing information and allowing people to adjust to the idea, officials might be attempting to mitigate these risks. The more people become accustomed to discussing UFOs and considering the possibility of extraterrestrial contact, the less likely they are to react with fear when confronted with undeniable evidence. Skeptics argue that the release of these files does not necessarily indicate an impending disclosure. Some believe that governments may have other motives for declassifying UFO-related documents. One theory is that these disclosures serve as distractions from other political or economic issues. By diverting public attention toward UFOs, authorities may be able to shift focus away from more pressing concerns. Others suggest that releasing these files could be a way to encourage further research and innovation in aerospace technology. If the public and private sector become more invested in the study of UAPs, it could lead to breakthroughs in propulsion, energy, and defense technologies. Despite these alternative explanations, those who believe in an upcoming disclosure argue that the volume of declassified files and the credibility of those speaking out are too significant to ignore.